that mom in the home, you should be the person that your child is living up to. You should set the standard. You should be the role model. But you should also be able to explain to your child, that's TV, that's entertainment, that's a soap opera, that's not real life, so that your child don't associate her life with what's going on TV. So it starts at home. You have to educate your child to help them decipher the difference between real life and TV.
Right. I mean, no child of mine will be watching that show at all. I mean, at all. I mean, it's pure entertainment. Unfortunately, they're doing what they have to do in order to get their names out there. These are people like K. Michelle, who didn't make it out, and we heard about her and then she disappeared. Rashida, we heard about it and she disappeared. So right now these people are using this talk show as a vehicle to become relevant again. So therefore they're inviting us somewhat in their lives, but we all knew that was scripted. Even from the first scene I knew it was scripted. But it's a way for them to get their face back out there and hopefully get their music back out there.
Makes sense.
But they make the Real Housewives look like angels.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So we will be tuning in.
Yes, we will.
To
every
Love
Monday.
and Hip Hop Atlanta every Monday on VH1. We would definitely do that. Tonight we want to address the taboo topic of the week, or the taboo question of the week. And this week's question is, in the city of Atlanta, why do you guys feel it is difficult to date or maintain a relationship here in Atlanta? I've heard so many people say we made it 3 to 6 months and we broke up, or I'm trying to date this person and it just didn't work out. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I guess for me, I don't look at Atlanta as a difficult place to date. I believe that there are quality men here in Atlanta and women here in Atlanta for people to date. It's, for me, I think it starts with yourself and looking internally to see, do you know yourself? Do you know? Because most of the time, it's a lot of people who do not know who they are trying to connect to other people. So if you constantly trying to connect to other people not knowing who you are, you're not going to meet that match. But it also starts in the mind. If you're always saying it's difficult to date or there are no good people here to date, then what you put out in the universe is what you're going to get back. So everybody that you're meeting, you're looking for that flaw. You're looking for that opportunity to actually leave or walk away from the relationship and label that person as something bad. I think it's a great place here. I think you can have an awesome relationship here. It's just all about you expanding your horizons, doing stuff that's different, going outside of your traditional pools, and actually doing something that's going to get you in front of other people, other quality people that you're actually qualified to be with. That's just me.
What you put out there is what you get.
There you go.
How you feeling about that, James?
Well, Sean in the chat box says the ratio is bad. And I kind of agree with that too. I just think that Atlanta's the melting pot. You know, people come from all other small towns, small cities, all over the South, and they're not used to the ratio. They're not used to everything the city has to offer, and they're just like a kid in a candy shop. They don't know what piece of candy they want. They grab one piece and they see another one, and they just keep grabbing until it's too late. But yeah, I just think overall, like you said, people don't know themselves as well. They don't know who they are, and they can't make up their minds. Just bombarded with too much.
My thing is, I feel like Atlanta, because I don't know other cities. I'm sure in other cities they experience this problem as well. But in Atlanta, I have met a bunch of selfish, self-centered, greedy people who are looking out for themselves and always concerned about what another person can give them versus what they bring to the table. Everything that they don't have is something that they're asking for in a relationship or in a situation where you're dating. Nobody is that cute. Nobody is that appealing to me in order for me to give you something that you can't give in return. I mean, like you just said, James, it is so many different options out here in Atlanta, and I think that plays a role as well, because you have so many options. You don't tolerate things that can be overlooked or things that can be actually worked on, because you know there are so many options out there for you to get. But the thing that I have learned, when you're jumping around, sometimes you're going to find out that green grass that you're looking at on the other side of that fence is actually turf. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find out that it's actually turf. It's fake. And when you find someone of substance, when you find someone who is giving themselves to you freely and willingly and actually has an interest in you and who you are, not how much money you make, not what car you drive, not what side of town you stay on, how many square footages that your house has, those things that can be taken at the blink of an eye. You really need to explore that option and really put some effort into it.
I think that's the key, putting effort into it. But I guess because of the way I was raised, and I know everyone has not been raised the same way, I was always taught nothing worth having comes easy.
Right.
And I apply that same principle to when you're dating. A lot of people do not know how to date. They just think when you meet someone, you automatically jump into a relationship. I can admit I was guilty of that.
You got a relationship.
I was guilty of that at one point. But I've learned that you have to be open. But again, it starts with yourself. It starts with your principles, your morals, knowing who you are, and just putting out that positive energy into the universe and just believing that, hey, this is going to move. But also knowing that there isn't that utopia man or that utopia woman or that perfect person. Right. We all have flaws. We all have our differences. But understanding that if you are working toward a relationship, your goal is to build that perfect world together, and not one trying to tell the other, you should live my life or I should live your life, because that's where people have their downfall also.
You look like you about to say something.
Don't start me.
I was ready to run.
Don't start me. I can go all night, because I was that person that I know I dated wrong. And you know, it took my 29th birthday sitting at Planet Hollywood in Florida for me to get that blink, that light in my head to say, wait a minute, I'm single but I had to recognize why I am single and work on those things. I know I'm not the fault for things not working out, but understanding what did I attribute to the relationship not developing or evolving into what it could have developed into.
Right. Absolutely. And I just had this conversation with someone last night. That age 29, something goes off in you, and that age of 29, there is a change.
That light bulb, the first one, that first one.
And certain stuff I put up with at 28, I am not putting up with at 29. Right. So I'm just saying.
Well, you guys, as always, I have to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh no.
That time of the evening has come.
Oh man.
So when you're having good conversation, the time does fly.
It does.
So before we get out of here, let's give thanks and thank all of our affiliates and everybody that's watching the show and that's supporting us. Go out there and check out D. Marcel and his publications. Don't forget about Sean Dawson Smith and her books. She has 2 very good books out there. And check out Performance Health of Atlanta. And get your massage and chiropractic services. And before we go, the last place...
Can I do one thing?
Okay.
While we're on our affiliates, I want to put a secret out where it won't be a secret after I put it out there. But I want to let you guys know that Sean Dalton actually will be joining us in this season.
Yes.
So definitely, I would suggest go ahead and purchase that book, read that book, present us with questions that we can ask her while she's on the show in reference to the books.
Absolutely. So, last
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
And the last place we want to give a shout out to is your studio. Again, let the people know how they can get in contact with you and where they can find you.
The name of the studio is RC Fitness Studio. It is in North DeKalb Mall. That's 2050 Lawrenceville Highway. That's Decatur, Georgia 30033. Our website is www.rcfitness. That's FITNEZ studio.com. And we're open Tuesday through Thursday and Saturdays as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
Good stuff.
So, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you next week at the same time, the same place, here on the Our List Atlanta show.
Good night, people.
Good night.